So here's an interesting one. 1,337 games all running on Playnite. You can see the front end there. Really pretty, good way to organize all your games. I'm interested in pretty much every type of game. The genres go from racing, real-time strategy, RPG, platformers, you name it. There's the style of game here. We're going from the 1980s to the 2000s. You got some bigger franchises like Doom, Quake, Blood. You got some smaller, more homebrew style games as well. You name it, it's probably got your game on here. So I will be going through the whole game list. It's a really cool collection, especially there's a lot of those hard drives out there that come with Playnite and they come with some of these games, but this is one of the more complete collections I've seen. So here it is in all of its glory, 1,337 games. I'm going to go a little slower for you in a second here. I just wanted to show you, it just goes on forever. And let's go ahead and take a little tour here. It does start with an NES game, 1942. There are a few emulators in here, Super Nintendo, Nintendo, Atari, Neo Geo, but not too many. No like GameCube or anything like that. But here we go. You got 3D Pinball Space Cadet, best game on here. No, you gotta have a lot of different genres here of games, everything from adventure games, shoot 'em ups, real time strategy, RPG, adventure, platformers, you name it. It's gonna have all the popular franchises, even some indie games like Angry Video Nerd over here, and some smaller ones and like Dig Dug Galaga. And then as far as 1970 all the way up to 2025 is the era, and you'll see some remake games and everything in between. It's really cool, and you can click on a game. You can use a game controller or keyboard or mouse, and it'll tell you a little bit about the game. You can even change game options, and you can see what platform. Although all the platforms say PC, even if it's an emulator. And let's just go through some of these different franchises and games. Something I want to do a shout out, and I agree with the README file, is that a lot of these games are CD based and they never remade some of them. And a lot of them never made it to a streaming platform either. So, like Blood, great game. If you like Wolfenstein or Doom, you're going to love Blood. And so, rather than having to extract all these games or store them all on discs, this is literally like it's called. This is a museum, and it's a beautiful museum of some of the best games ever made. You got Cat Quest, Centipede, the Centipede Remix, Chex Quest. This was a game that you had to get in a cereal box. It's based off of like a Wolfenstein style game. Chrono Trigger, great RPG. Mario RPG's on here as well. You got Final Fantasy on here. Comic Zone and Contra Hardcore, so Sega Genesis games. Sega Contra 3 is for Super Nintendo. RTS games, you got Command and Conquer Red Alert. You also have StarCraft on here and Warcraft on here. And a really cool unknown game was Dune 2000. Is we're going to get down to D here really quick. Also on here as well. Quite a bit of like Scum VM style games like Myst, Monkey Island, The Dig. You even have Croc 1 and Croc 2 and Crazy Taxi 3. So all kinds of games. Speaking of racing games, you also going to have Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2. Cool indie games like Dark Cells and a lot others. You got all the Deus Ex was a big deal back in the day. It was a really great game. Diablo 1 and 2 and the expansion set. Quite a few Blizzard and Rockstar games on here. Donkey Kong Country 1 through 3 for the Super Nintendo, but also the classic Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. DuckTales 1 and 2, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, Aladdin. Then you got all the Dooms, including Doom Classic Complete, Doom 1 and Doom 1 Advanced Levels, and then Master Levels Doom 2 and Hell on Earth, Doom 3, Double Dragons as well. Duck Detective. You also have the Untitled Goose Game if you want to throw somebody something harder to play. You even have DuckTales Remastered and Duke Nukem 3D. Dune 2000, really good game. I'll have to check out Dune Imperialism. I don't know, that must have been released. Oh wow. I'll have to check that out. I didn't know they remade that. I guess I've been out of it for a while. But Dune 2000 was really cool for its time. And then there was a Dune game, I think, for a console too. Dungeon Keeper, really cool game. If you've never played this, really different. It's like Sim City, but being in a dungeon, super cool. Duck Hunt, if you do have a light gun, you can play that one. There's lots of PC light guns you can use. Dungeon Siege, if you like Diablo, another cool game. Just growing up with these games, they were so good for the time. I don't know how well they hold up now, but they're really good games. Earthworm Jim franchise, and there's some franchises in here that I never played. Like I never played Enter the Matrix. I know it was really good for its time, and a lot of people liked it. Loved Excite Bike. Great. Speaking of racing games, there you go. You got the Fallout series, Factorio. This is like Sim City, but like 10 times more complex. So if you like that kind of puzzle type strategy game, really cool. Here's those Final Fantasies I was telling you about, but you also got Final Fight. Just watching a thing on how Final Fight and what was the other game for Neo Geo was competing against Street Fighter 2. This does have Street Fighter 2 as well. Full Throttle. Garfield Kart. I never knew they made the Life game into a game, but it's a video game too, Life. F-Zero, great racing game. One of the original games brought out on the Super Nintendo on launch. You've got Golden Axe. Guacamelee. Cool game. This is for like the Wii U, and then they re-released it for the Switch. Fun little indie game. Half-Life. If I was to play it again though, I've done it. I've played it many times, but they have the there's a version, an HD remake version. I forget the name. It has like a special name, but really cool. Really cool game, and you can sometimes get it for really cheap on Steam. Hard Truck Tycoon. You got the Harry Potters here, Harvest Moon, Hell Forces. So even like scary games. Heretic, kind of like Hexen, really cool game. Heroes Chronicles. You got a few of the expansions too. Heroes of Might and Magic, really cool game. Highly recommend. Hexen 1 and 2, really good. The whole Hitman franchise was really good. You got Horizon Chase Turbo, Hotline Miami, House of the Dead. So more light gun games if you want to do a couple few light gun games on here as well. Indiana Jones games. Jazz the Jackrabbit, really fun games. I'll be playing that later. You can check it out. Joe and Mac, Bad Dudes, both really great games. Obviously, I guess let's put the counter up. How many times he says great games? King of Fighters, Killer Instinct, really cool graphics on Killer Instinct. Kirby's Adventure, Kung Fury 1 and 2. Land of Illusion, Mickey Mouse. This is a sleeper game. Try that game. It's fun. And then you got Zelda for NES, SNES. You also have Link 2 as well. So the NES and SNES variants, it does not go higher than that. Or there's some ports of it as well, like the Book of Medora. And then Donald Duck, Mad Bullets. Mario Forever. I've never played this. I was just reading about it. I think it kind of seems like Max Payne was really cool with the slowdown time, and then MDK was really cool. Mech Warrior was cool. These are all cool games. I think some of these games are on DOSBox as well. DOSBox is another, or I forget the name of it, but there's a DOS. There's another Doom, by the way. Master levels for Doom too. A lot of Mega Mans as well. So let me finish my thought on Mario. There, I think it's like just a better graphics of the original Mario 1 for NES. So check that out. And then with DOS, I was just saying there's a DOS pack out there. That a lot of these are DOS games, and they have them out as well. Metal Slug 1 through X, and then Metal Slug Collection as well. Metroid, Micro Mages. You got the original Windows games. You even have the pinball game from before. Might and Magic, Power Rangers, Monkey Island, Missile Command. Never played this karting game. More Hun Kart might be cool. You got the Mortal Kombats. So you got Killer Instinct, Marvel Combat. You don't have Primal Rage though. I did not see that on here. You do got NBA Jam and Need for Speed, Underground, Ninja Gaidens. So maybe that should be my goal. Is there a game that they didn't put on here that I would put on here? And I think that was my first one. What was I saying they should put on here? NBA Jam, Need for Speed Underground. They had Crazy Taxi. That's a good racing game too. I'd say Mario Kart. They probably don't want to play around with Nintendo too much. You got Popeye. This is really random. Popeye Game and Watch. Is there something I'm missing there? I think this is the only Game and Watch game on this whole build. Keyboard, Quake 1 through 3. They also have Unreal Tournament as well as we go down. Raiden, really fun game. They also have R-Type on here as well. Red Shark, Rystar, kind of like a Mario type game. There's your R-Type. Sacrifice, Rune, Salmon Max, Hit the Road. Secrets of Mana, some really cool RPG games over here. They got a nice little they got a good Sega pack as well. They got Sega Pack 1 and 2 and the Sega Classics editions. And if you scroll down, we're going to see that they have a bunch of Sonics from Sonic CD to Sonic 1 and Sonic R and Sonic Mania as well. But let me go back up here. We got Shadow of the Ninja, Shatter Hand, Sin Gold, Slipstream, Sorcery. Yeah, so there's a couple of DOS games on here that I would add, but other than that, you know, like not Temporal Forces, Dark Forces, X-Wing, a few The Incredible Machine. They do have Stardew Valley. StarCraft, obviously you should put Brood War on here as well, but that's fine. And Stranger Things 3, the game. Strife, Castlevania, another Contra game, Super C. There's a bunch more up top. Oh, they do have Mario Kart. Okay. Never mind. I'll take that back. Super Mario 1. And then you can do Super Mario 3 on if they have All-Stars. Yep. It's a little redundant to have Super Mario World and then Super Mario World All-Stars 2, but whatever. Yoshi's Island, really cool. Super Metroid, really cool. We have Sven, System Shock 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Super Bowl, Tasmania, Ninja Turtles HD, and a few others. Even Shredder's Revenge is on here as well, the newer one. Tetris Attacks, Tetris Ultimate, Thor, Beef Gold, Tiny Toons Adventures, all the old school Tomb Raiders, Turok 1 through 3, Ultimate Chicken Horse. Haven't tried that one. That one looks interesting. They also have the Ultimate Doom and Ultra Mortal Kombat 4, not 3, but 4. Ultimate Spider-Man, Unreal Tournament Gold and Tournament, and Unreal 2 The Awakening, Unrailed. Woof. Violet, Warcraft 2 Battle.net Edition 3 and 3 Expansion. Williams Arcade Classics, Wonder Boy, Wolfenstein 3D. All the Worms games, Worms Armageddon, Revolution, World Party. There's your link. They do have a few pinball games on here. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! And Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Incredible. It's a museum. It's a museum for me to go through your childhood. This is all from an external hard drive, so I just opened 7-zip and I went to my drive that I had it on, and then it was under Playnite Museum, and then there it is. So you just want to open these up and extract them. I got one little error on a .dat file that didn't affect it. Anyways, I then extracted it here. It took me a really long time. Like, I'm talking almost a solid day. All right, and then I just right-clicked it. It comes out to 677 gigabytes when it's all said and done. So you need about a 1 terabyte hard drive to store all this museum. So keep that in mind. But you can always, maybe this video reminded you of some games you wanted to play, and you could just go try to find them individually. Once you extract it, it'll look like this. Everything's in Playnite, all your ROMs and everything, but you have the README file, and then the I love the README file actually. So it's Elite, right? Elite, I love that. 137 PC games from 1971 to 2025. So like I said, there's no AAA rated games in the 2025, but there are some homebrew games. After about 8 years ago, I've been collecting old classic PC games, titles from my childhood that are no longer available through official sources. Exactly. And basically it grew and grew and grew, and he finally figured that he would release it. And love that. And he has a GitHub and a video showcasing it. And he was going to do it at 1,000 games, but why not get it to 1377? And then, yeah, you can extract and run either the desktop mode or the full screen mode on Playnite. And if you haven't already, you have to install, C, C++ runtimes, DirectX. Most computers have this installed if you've played a few games before. And then I agree with him here. It's not a virus. A lot of those Steam API files do come up as false positives. But I mean, I have my antivirus on this particular computer and I didn't have any issues, but you might. Just to let you know, nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's going to die. Have fun. I can't disagree with that. Here it is. You would just, play the desktop or the full screen mode. And then just to show you the file system a little bit, these files are all part of Playnite. But if you go over here to games, you can see all the games in there. Consoles, what kind of consoles? So mostly just Nintendo, NES, SNES, Sega. Yeah, so nothing crazy. Arcade. You got some MAME games. You get the Neo Geo Metal Slug. So small little Neo Geo collection. Computer Space and Digital Eclipse Atari game. Oh, few Atari games. Everything else is going to be in all these other, you got ports, you got remix, remastered games, series, anniversary games, bundles, all there. As far as where can you get this, I found it on backups.me. I'll put a name of the file in the description, and then you just have to get access to backups.me, and you can download it there. Oh, man. All right, we just finished on the...
You have taken the lead. Impressive. Quad damage. Impressive. 3 frags left. Impressive. 2 frags left. Excellent. 1 frag left. Impressive.
So far in the video, we played a bunch of the Microsoft games, the Solitaire, the Pinball. We played Quake 3 Arena. We played the Pac-Man Remix. We played some Worms Golf. Here we are playing Warcraft 3. So far, all the games are working. I think this build is pretty good to go. Like, the build was really well made. I haven't had any issues whatsoever, except I had that one file corrupted on the extraction, which I think it's just a save file or something. I don't think it's affected anything so far. Here's a Ninja Turtles HD remix. And so the only issues you might have is like running these games in compatibility mode, because a lot of these games are made for lower resolution. So if you're running like a high resolution display or a more modern PC, Windows 11 or Windows 10 has like a compatibility mode. And so you might have to enable that or play around with that to get it to work. But other than that, it was a really good build as far as complete. I love that all these games are in just one spot, so you just double click it, you're in the games, you can start playing the games. I love that you can just download this to an external hard drive or something like that, and you can bring it to a friend's house or go on the go. So it's really cool that way. Didn't run into any big issues. I'd say the biggest downside is the big download. I mean, it's going to take you a while to get it, but the other thing too is maybe this video just reminded you of some of those games you played in Maybe some of them are on streaming platforms and you go get them. But either way, you know, I think the work that was done here is great. It was a nice collection. I mean, it's got 90% of the heavy hitters in my childhood, if not more. I loved it. I think it's a museum, and it'll keep you occupied for hours. But that's what I think. Let me know what y'all think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.